Despite frigid temperatures, game time temperature 37 degrees, the Hartford baseball team come from behind victory 3-2, take the series against Binghamton in the opening conference weekend. The save by Alex Gouin, third save in the week. You had a save against UMass, save in the opening game here against Binghamton, and then this one on out. Did you feel a little added pressure that the offense couldn't get going, finally squeezed it on out, and if you don't get the save, we're going into extra innings?
I mean, absolutely. You definitely feel the pressure, but, I feed off that pressure. I like it, and it's good to know that the hitters and the team, after looking at the timing that they've had, they had the whole game for the majority of the game, the pitcher did a good job of keeping us quiet, but, they took the timing down, and at the end, they came through when it counted.
I'd mentioned on the airwaves a year ago, used to be closer by committee, and I feel like this year, especially from your coach, he's been saying you're going to see a lot of Alex Gouin. You've kind of embraced that role. Where was the turning point? Did you sit down and talk to him about it and saying, hey, Lee, I'd like to be the closer?
He just pretty much set me down a couple times, throughout my career, and just said, embrace what you're good at, and that's pretty much what I've been doing, putting in the work, and hopefully little by little, there's still a road ahead of me, but you still got to put in the time and make sure you keep doing work.
How important is it to be 2-1 in conference play?
It's huge. I mean, in the conference, that's pretty much up for grabs. Although we do feel comfortable, we still got to keep battling at it and keep going at it because there's still competition out there.
Congratulations on the 3 saves this week.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll bring on in the third-year head coach and Justin Blood, and just talking to your senior right there, I'd mentioned it before, he used to be closer by committee, and now he's the closer. 3 saves in 1 week. You guys started 2-1 in conference play. You definitely got to be happy with the come from behind victory.
Yeah, I mentioned to the team and said something to you. Binghamton has done that. What we did today, they've done to us 4 times or so in my first 2 years, and they're a tough team. They play very good defense. They always grind out good at bats. They have good pitching, and they've been very successful for the last 8, 9, 10 years in the conference. So for us to be able to kind of do to them what they've done to us is hopefully a sign of the things that are coming, and that we're going to be able to do that to people now and end up on the right side. So yeah, I'm real happy, and Al's been pitching great. He's been good all preseason. He was very good at the end of last year too when he settled into that relief role. And we asked the guys to vote on who they think should be in what roles, and a lot of guys, including himself, voted Alex to be the closer, and he's gotten some opportunities early on, and he's taken advantage of them, and it looks right now like he's definitely the guy.
We've talked about it timelessly here this week, where you wanted the starters to be a little bit better. You got great outings each game that you stepped onto the field. The offense was slacking. You guys had a pitcher's duel going through 7. Gouin makes 1 mistake. He kind of maybe hanging his head in the dugout a little bit. Offense wakes up 1 inning, you score 3 runs, and you get the victory. So what does that say about your team, about let's grind it on out, let's step up for the starters, and let's wake the offense up with the bats?
We need to execute offensively, and we had the conversation yesterday. We're not going to score 6, 7 runs a game right now, especially in conference. There's a lot of good pitchers in the conference. So when we have an opportunity, we get a runner on, we have to execute. We have to be able to move them over. We have to be able to punch balls through when the infield's in, like Tui did yesterday, and take advantage of those situations. Our pitchers are going to do a good job. Our defense is going to be pretty solid. So taking advantage of the offensive opportunities is what it's going to be about.
It was an excellent come from behind victory for the baseball team. They get the series against the Binghamton Bearcats, start conference play 2-1. They'll be on the road coming up on Tuesday. Going back to this guy's former employers, they'll take on the UConn Huskies. Stay tuned to HartfordHawks.com for all the latest.